Hi, I'm Shiboni here, welcoming you all to this episode of Daiji Global Pan Vision. First, the news headlines from the Middle East. Youngstars, Jashan steal the show at Karaval Milan Sports Meet. News headlines from Mumbai. Goregaon Karnataka Sangha's Golden Jubilee celebrations conclude. Here's what we have in our local news. Amma embraces Mangalore, spreads the message of love. Mangalore University honors Prakash Padukone, Veerappa Moily with honorary doctorates at the 26th Convocation Ceremony. Children's Fest 2008 educates kids on their rights. KFC team wins the dazzling Radio Mirchi's Gillette Vector Plus Gully Cricket Trophy. Well-known singers treat the audience to Kannada songs at the Geetotsava 2008. And in our entertainment program, we have songs from Konkani Nirantari held at Kalangan. News in detail. Karaval Milan Dubai, an association of the parishioners of Kalyanpur and Kundapur, Varado, residing in the United Arab Emirates, is recognized as one of the very active association of Mangalorean expatriates settled in the Middle East. Karaval Milan is a dream child of Charles Mascarenhas, a philanthropist working in Dubai, formed to help the needy in UAE as well as their native places. This association turned 8 recently. All the members decided to make the anniversary celebration a memorable one and hence organized a sports meet which saw the participation of a large number of teams. To mark its 8th anniversary, Karaval Milan, an association of 19 coastal line parishes of Mangalore Diocese, organized Karnataka state-level volleyball and throwball tournaments on Friday, February 15th. Games were declared open by well-known personality of UAE and businesswoman Shobha Mendonza. Another successful businessman of UAE, Alfred D'Souza, flagged off the volleyball tournament. 12 volleyball teams and 6 throwball teams participated in the sports meet. After a very tough competition during the first half, Ace Spikers vs Youngstars Nakre in volleyball and Jashan vs Bunch Dubai in throwball made it to the finals. Ultimately, in a nail-biting finishing, Youngstars Nakre emerged winners of the volleyball and Jashan Dubai in throwball. At the glittering closing ceremony held in the evening, President Ronnie Baindur honored the guests. Entrepreneur Shailesh, Alfred D'Souza, Oliver De Mello and Ashok Shetty gave away the trophies. Apart from being a metropolis and a home to Bollywood, the largest film producer in the world, Mumbai attracts migrants from all over India because of the immense employment opportunities and the relatively high standard of living. A large number of Kannadigas too have made Mumbai their home. Goregaon Karnataka Sangha, an association of Kannada-speaking people settled in this suburb, celebrated its Golden Jubilee year. This celebration came to an end on Saturday, February 16. The valedictory ceremony of Golden Jubilee celebration of Goregaon Karnataka Sangha was held at the Prabodhan ground on Saturday, February 16th. Excel India Protective Paints Private Limited Managing Director Vivek Nathu inaugurated the program. 8 eminent persons hailing from Goregaon, K.K. Pujari, Krishna V. Acharya, Anand Shetty, Madhava G. Suvarna, Jagannath V. Kotian, Balakrishna N. were felicitated on the occasion. Goregaon MLA Gopal C. Shetty, Goregaon Karnataka Sangha President Surendra S. Zalian, Bunch leader Padmanabh S. Payade, Arcadia Shipping Limited Director M. G. Karkera, Dheeraj Ramesh Associates President Ramesh K. Shetty were also present. Now on to some local news. Mata Amritanandamayi is an Indian spiritual leader revered as a saint by her followers. Amma, as she is popularly known among her followers, is a widely respected humanitarian and called by the international press as the Hugging Saint. She has a huge followers even in Mangalore. Mata Amritanandamayi is on a 3-day visit to the city. As usual, Amma blessed her followers with a warm and a tender embrace. Thousands of followers of the Hugging Saint, Sri Mata Amritanandamayi, rushed to Bolur to have a glimpse of their Amma. Amma, who arrived here in the city on Saturday 16th night, will stay at Sri Mata Amritananda Mutt Bolur till Tuesday, February 19th. Her visit has created sensation among the Mangaloreans. Amma is in the city to take part in the Pratistapana Mahotsava of the newly built Brahmasthana at Bolur. The district police has deputed 400 additional policemen in the area in order to maintain traffic law and order situation in the vicinity of Bolur. On Sunday, February 17th, a Satsanga meet was held. Addressing the gathering, Amma expressed concern over the increasing number of farmers' suicide cases.
മനസ്സിന് ഉണർവും പരിശുദ്ധിയുമാണ് സന്തോഷവും സൗന്ദര്യവും ആധാരം. എല്ലാ സാഹചര്യത്തിലും സന്തോഷമായിരിക്കും. എങ്കിലേ ജീവിതം മുന്നോട്ട് പോകും. എങ്കിലേ നമ്മുടെ ലക്ഷ്യം സാക്ഷാത്കരിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും. വാസ്തവത്തിൽ മറ്റെല്ലാ തീരുമാനവും പോലെ സന്തോഷം ഒരു തീരുമാനമാണ്. എന്ത് വന്നാലും സന്തോഷമായിരിക്കും എന്നുള്ള ഉറച്ച തീരുമാനം. സുഖത്തിൽ മാത്രമല്ല ദുഃഖത്തിലും ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഉടനീളം അനുഭവിക്കാൻ കഴിയുന്നതാണ് ശരിയായ സന്തോഷം. അത് കേൾക്കും ഓരോരും ബർത്ത്ഡേ പാട്ടും മാത്രം ഒക്കെ ആകാം. സന്തോഷവും കൂട്ടുകാരൻ സദാ കൂട്ടുകാരനായി വേണമെങ്കിൽ ഉള്ളിൽ നിറഞ്ഞ സ്നേഹമാണ്. ആദ്യം അച്ഛനമ്മമാരോട്, സഹോദരങ്ങളോട്, ബന്ധുക്കളോട്, മിത്രങ്ങളോട്, അയൽക്കാരോട്, പ്രകൃതിയോട് അങ്ങനെ സ്നേഹം വളർന്നു വ്യാപിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കണം.
Amma stated that about 200 crores worth of projects are implemented by Sri Mata Amritananda Mutt in Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra states. Around 30,000 children belonging to the peasant families are availing financial assistance under the project. Meanwhile, she distributed scholarships to 30 students on the same occasion. Amma embraced people of all ages, countries, races and color. Deputy Commissioner M. Maheshwara Rao and IGP A. M. Prasad also sought the blessings of Amma. Mangalore University, one of the youngest universities of the country, observed its 26th convocation ceremony on Saturday, February 16th. This year, the university awarded honorary doctorates to the bigwigs, including former Minister M. Veerappa Moily and famous badminton player of the yesteryears, Prakash Padukone. On Saturday, February 16th, the atmosphere at Mangala Gangotri was full of jubilation. After burning their midnight oil, students who secured first rank in graduate and postgraduate courses offered by Mangalore University received gold medals and cash prizes. No doubt it was the D-Day of their academic life. University Grants Commission Chairman Sukadiyo Thorat awarded PhD degrees to 72 candidates, medals and cash prizes to 89 students, and postgraduate and graduate level ranks to 127 students. Professor Thorat awarded honorary doctorate degrees to former Chief Minister and present Union Administrative Reforms Commission Chairman M. Veerappa Moily, educationalist and food technologist Dr. Selvi Das, famous badminton player Prakash Padukone, writer Sara Abubakar and philanthropist G. Shankar of Udpi.
The number of the state university has increased quite significantly. We have, as it today, we have about 224 state universities. But they constitute bulk of the postgraduate student in this country. State university in medium town and small town provide an opportunity to the students from small town, from rural area, from various socially, economically poor background, and help in tapping the resources, human resources, help them to develop their potential and to develop the human resource for this country.
Satish B., a visually impaired student, received a huge applause when he was awarded gold medal in MA Sociology. Satishan, who is presently doing his B.Ed at K.E. Saib Training College, wants to be a teacher. His sheer willpower, great zeal which has made him to achieve academic excellence, left the audience spellbound. And now it's time for a short break. There's much more coming up after this commercial break. So stay tuned to TV The IG World.
Trust across generations. UAE Exchange, world's trusted money transferer.
Welcome back. In a cricket-crazy country like India, it is eat cricket, sleep cricket and drink cricket. Cricket is a major entertainment in India. Besides cricket, the younger generation is glued to radio sets. And the reason is the growing number of FM radio stations. Even Mangalore is not an exception to this trend. And the port city is showing all signs of becoming a hub of FM radio stations. Radio Mirchi, which kick-started FM culture in Mangalore, conducted gully cricket match in the city recently. And all the cricket lovers of Mangalore had a great time watching their favorite RJs playing cricket. Radio Mirchi 98.3 FM, which kick-started the FM culture in Mangalore, organized gully cricket in the city on Saturday, February 16th. In the final match, KFC team won the dazzling Gillette Vector Plus Gully Cricket Trophy along with a cash prize of Rs 60,000 by defeating Mirchi Gillette. Well-known Tulu comedy actor Naveen D. Padil and international athlete Puamma were the chief guests of the occasion and distributed the trophies to the winners. Children need special care and protection. UNICEF and other agencies have been advocating for the protection of child rights for many years. NGOs and artists of Mangalore joined hands with the Child Welfare Committee this Sunday on February 17 and spent some time with the children educating them about their rights and the ways to protect them. We have a special report on this. It was a children's fest with a difference. Unlike the other children's fest where the kids made nothing but merry, this festival was of a serious in nature. With the noble motive of making the children participate in their own development, the organizers sowed the seeds of knowledge to empower the children to protect themselves from any kind of abuse. Nearly 1,400 school students, a majority of whom were underprivileged, learned to fight for their rights. Children who came all the way from Mulki, Bachpe, Katil to Our Lady of Lourdes Church Auditorium, Bijay on Sunday, February 17, had among them a few children who were rescued by the Child Welfare Committee. Prajna Counseling Center, St. Joseph Seminary, Jeppu, Valored, Born Free Artists Forum, the Child Welfare Committee of Dakshina Kannada District jointly conducted the fest. Students enjoyed every moment of the fest playing games. Children were divided into several groups and resource persons imparted awareness on children's rights. Children explored their own creativity to write postcards to the governor to protect their rights. Speaking to Daiji World, Hilda Rayappan, President of Dakshina Kannada Children's Working Committee, said the main objective of the fest was to create awareness among the children.
For many years we have been working with children in difficult circumstances, especially the children who are involved in child labor, who have been rescued, who have been brought to the mainstream of education, and we support them in different ways, emotionally, psychologically, economically and educationally. And then once a year we bring these children to a program like this.